pretty girl. Hi guys, welcome to my life as I live it. My name is Kenna and I'm a Cameroonian content creator based in Douala Cameroon. First one for the year. Okay guys, so today, as you can see from the thumbnail, the title, we are going to be cooking while having hot gist. Okay, so today I am going to be cooking ekwang cocoa. Ekwang. I'll be cooking ekwang. Ekwang is a traditional meal for the Bakberi people from the southwest region of Cameroon, and it's one of those meals that I really love. And yeah, so I'm going to be cooking it today, and I'm like, okay, I already have a recipe, so if you want like the full recipe of the video, I'm going to leave it somewhere up here so you can go ahead and watch that. But if you just want to hear gist, okay, this is the video. So I got up, glammed up, and I'm like, you know what, 2022, one of those small resolutions, not the serious ones, is that I am going to be doing my cook with me videos looking good. Like guys, no time for me to be looking like mad while cooking. I decided that when I come here to cook, I have to be looking nice. So I've already prepared everything because I will be gisting you guys while I am tying the ekwang. So I've already prepared everything. It's in its normal position. So let's go ahead. I show you what we are going to be cooking with, and then we can start the gist because there's no time. So over here we have ground and salted cocoyams. We have our cocoyam leaves here. We have smoked fish. Generally my husband prefers just smoked fish in his ekwang, but guys, I don't like smoked fish, so I'm adding some fresh boiled meat. Here we have tomatoes, leeks, onions. These are optional, but I love putting it in it. A lot of people say, why do you put onion in ekwang? But I love tomatoes in ekwang, sorry. And then we have here our ground crayfish. Here we have our dry spices. We just have my favorite kitchen glory spice, that's the mixed spice. We have white pepper, and here we have rondelle, that's country onion. This is the heart of the meal. And we also need black pepper, a little black pepper. I've not yet taken it out. And then we have our Maggi cubes here and pepper. So this is what we are going to be cooking spots. But I've discovered that when it comes to me cooking ekwang, this is the best pot because it doesn't stick. Okay, so that's what we're going to be using to cook.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well.
Hi guys, so see, I'm really angry. What I'm about to talk about now, I have already talked about this all. Like, I've already sat down, taken my time, talked only for the sound. Like, oh my god, living in creating content in this Cameroon is not biscuit. The music, let me play what they talking, let you hear how bad it was. I'm just like, you know what, let me just scrap all that and just redo it. I'm going to send somebody to help me do that. Like, I'll send somebody into the kitchen and like, okay, show her where she worked, where it was that bad, guys. It was that bad. So I've just decided to end this video by putting putting the two together. This had to be a separate vlog on its own, but I'm just going to end the vlog here just so that I can talk about this. It's so annoying, but anyway guys, I want my energy to be up because I was really pumped to do that video. It took so much for me to shoot it, and just the fact that it did not go through, it just pissed me off so damn much. But okay, so I was talking about my in-laws, and see guys, back in the days, like when I started my YouTube channel, I've always been like, oh, there are certain topics that I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch these topics because I don't want people to misunderstand me. I don't want people to feel that I'm talking to them. Just topics like about family, about in-laws, about friends. Like I've been like, oh, I'm so scared. I don't want to talk a lot about these things, because if I talk about these things, people might be picking things from there and feeling that I'm attacking them and all that. So I was like, I'm not going to talk about these things. I'm just going to go ahead and quietly be doing my safe videos. But I have decided that this year guys, this year I will talk as I want. Anything that is on my mind, I will say it. I'm not hiding anything. If you watch my video and you feel negative, or it affects you negatively, or you feel somehow about it, then you want to check yourself, because Kenna, I don't have anything I'm hiding. I don't have any problems, okay? So I'm just going to be shooting it how it is. I'm not stressing myself this year like, oh, I'm not going to talk about this because I don't want people to think that this. Anything that comes to my mind, if I want to talk about it, I will talk about it. If you don't want it, don't watch it, okay? So yeah guys, so I want to say, first of all, what I've noticed is that when you go online or you're looking for videos, you always see a lot of people saying, oh, as a woman, this is what you're supposed to do when you have to meet your in-laws. This is what you're supposed to do. Don't do this, do this. Like you have, like even on YouTube, I saw so many of those type of videos like, do this, don't do this, do this. And I'm like, oh my God, women, we have suffered. Like the amount of stress, the amount of stress that we go through as women is not even easy. The pressure, like if you're going through life as a woman and you're succeeding, you have to be clapping for yourself, because it is not easy. Like people act as if when it comes to this marriage thing, it's everything is just on the woman's head. Families don't matter, the man doesn't matter. It's the woman that has to make everything to be fine. And I'm just like, this is crazy. We forget that when it comes to marriage, family and all that, it doesn't only have to do with the woman. We have the woman's family, we have the woman's family, we have the man's family, we have the woman, we have the man. So today I'm going to be talking about everybody's role, what they are supposed to do, because this marriage thing is not about, oh, the woman should behave like this, and then everything will be fine, or the man should act like this, and everything will be fine. It has to be a joint effort for everything to work properly. And the very first people that I'm going to be even sleeping on is the family, because families, oh my God, I am tired of some families. Like I am exhausted of some families, the way they behave. I just believe like families who have done a horrible job when it comes to receiving our new wives. Like we have failed, okay? That is what I'm saying. We have completely failed when it comes to receiving people into our lives. African families, we have completely failed. Because you see, like, oh my God, the first thing that a lot of us fail to do as families when we are receiving a new wife is that we get up. The second you see a girl, from the way she looks, you read her, and inside your head you're like, they want a slay queen, they want a bad woman, they want like money, they want no like money, they want like, you just judge the person before you even get to know her, before you even get to talk to her. If you want to know that person better, receive her nicely. Like that's the basic thing to do. Be nice to her, receive her, like make her to feel comfortable coming into your family, okay? But some people will just be making me angry. I'm just like, what is this? You see some people I've seen girls who have told me their stories. They're like, oh, the first day I went after the marriage and everything, when I went to my in-laws to stay there, they just shot me into the kitchen. Nobody was there to even tell me, oh, do this, do this, that. They were just like, oh, you don't come, go cook for your massa, you get. And she told me the first thing that shocked her was that when she opened pots in the house, there was actually food. So she was like, but why are you asking me to go and cook for my husband? She was like, okay. But she's like, when she asked her mother-in-law, like, where do they keep the pots, where do they keep this, she's just like,
I beg no joke, come worry me. Joke, go find out for the, go find out for the in your house.
And I'm just like, how is that you welcoming somebody into your home? It is your position to tell her, okay, this is where they keep this is how things are done here, this is how we do this. It's almost like you're just setting her to feel. She was like, oh my god, when she was even trying to talk to some of the people in the house, like, oh, where did they keep this? The mom will shout and shout. The mom is like, no, you have to know it's your house. How do you expect her to know? She is not a witch or wish. She's not a witch. How do you expect her to know that this is where they keep things, this is how things are supposed to be? She cannot know. So we have to learn how to be nice. Receive your wife nicely. See guys, I am going to be talking about my family, and I can say it anytime, any day. You guys know my in-law Blessing, right? You can reach out to her, ask her anytime, any day. Ask her how we received her. It's not like we did anything super, but we understood that, okay, this is somebody new here, so we have to tell her this is how they do things. This is how, like, you make the person feel welcome, like, okay, this is you're coming into our family. We understand that you're coming into this family, you don't know a lot, we're trying to make you comfortable. Not everybody's just sitting and acting like, oh, like, let me try to put it this way. A lot of Africans, right, a lot of African families, we act like,
oh, our son has gone and saved this girl, and our son has made this girl's life. If my son did not marry this child, if our brother did not marry this girl, she will be nothing. So our son has saved her life. Our son has made life better for her. So the only thing that we can do is to pepper her. We should suffer her. She has to work for the money, because without my son, she will be nothing. Without my brother, she will be nothing.
I'm just like, that is just a messed up way to think. You have to learn how to receive your son's wife. You have to learn how to receive your son-in-law. You have to learn how to receive the new person. I see some families, they get married, the girl is getting married in the family. Everybody in that family expects that girl should be calling them, texting them. She should be the one doing all the connections. And for me, I feel like that is just you being mean. You cannot expect that poor girl. She doesn't even know who is who. Like some people in the family, they're even like, they call you, say he know me, if they call me. And I'm just like, how is she supposed to know you? How is she supposed to know who you are if you people don't introduce her to the family members? You see some family members are beefing her, that one, he don't even know how that be who. How is she supposed to know? She is not a magician. If you don't want to go up and introduce yourself to her, talk to your son or talk to your cousin, like, okay brother, that woman, you don't know me, take me, go introduce me to you. But there are some families, they just throw you, they expect that you should be the one to be doing all the communication. You should be the one, you're basically begging them to marry their son. And I'm just like, you're begging them like, oh please, so I've come to your family, oh, I've come to your family, please, can you take me, can you be this here, can you be nice to me, can you? I'm just like, that is all so crazy. Like, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. I'm just like, you don't treat people like that. You have to make your woman feel completely, totally and completely comfortable. You have to make her, like, you can't be, I can't, like, when Blessing came into my family, guys, we were the ones calling her and checking on her, trying to make her to feel comfortable, because it is the way you receive somebody that person will behave. I have a couple of people like, oh, that man, woman, the high, you know, they talk for people that, you know, what have you people done to make her comfortable? I'm not refusing, no, there are some girls that are just, they're very difficult to deal with, difficult to handle and all that. It's true, there are some people that are like that, but you should also, it's a two-way thing. Some family members will act like the phone works just one way. You have to be calling me every day, you have to be checking on me every time. If you don't check on me, oh, it's a problem. You don't marry my pikin, it high. You don't marry my brother, it high. You don't marry me, it high. You get. So I just feel like with the family, we have to put in a lot of effort. Try as much as possible to make the person that is coming into your family comfortable. Somebody like my husband, he came into my family. See, my husband was not calling anybody, he was not texting. My mom will be calling my husband back to back. Today my husband sits and he texts my mom, they chat and all that. So if she wasn't doing that, my husband, like, they'll just have a weird relationship. So I feel like the family, you have to try as much as possible to receive whoever is coming to your family. This person is already coming, she has already heard a lot of scary stories about in-laws who do this, in-laws who do that. It is in your position for you to make her to feel comfortable. It's good for you to try, and then you see that the person is being stiff, the person doesn't want to respond, and then you're like, okay, this person, she's being stiff, she doesn't want to respond, I'm done, I'm not doing it anymore, it's over, it's over. Not that you sit and you're expecting that because my pikin don't marry the girl, my pikin not save the girl, like my pikin not make the girl. Why man they call it? And the girl get for the call me, and the girl get for the do the one, and the girl, like, life is not that hard. Like, we have to learn how to treat our in-laws, like, to receive people nicely. Receive her, let her be a whole mess, and then you're like, okay, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore, I tried, she's horrible. It's different. But when you haven't even given this person a chance, how do you expect her to just get up? She comes, like, the pressure is too much on the lady. You people we have to learn how to make a woman to feel comfortable when she's coming into a family, you get. Because I just like, everybody has, like, if I just ask now, like, if I just go and I'm like, please anonymously come and give me your in-law nightmares, they just, I'll be hearing, I'll be screaming, because a lot of people have horrible stories. And I feel like it's so annoying because the level of double standards is so irritating. You want that they should treat your own daughter differently. You want that they should treat your own daughter special. When your child goes and gets married somewhere, oh no, your child has to be treated like a queen. Your child is special. Your child, like, the thing that you're leaving others to do to your daughter-in-law, you will not allow that people do that to your daughter. And I'm just like, is that even fair? I've seen families where, oh, they'll be complaining, this girl is doing this, this girl is doing that, but their daughter is doing worse in their own in-laws' houses. And for them, no, when it's their daughter, no, it's okay, it's justified. But when it's somebody else's daughter, I'm just like, do these people, do in-laws, do you feel that your daughter, your own daughter is more special, that girl is somebody else's daughter? It doesn't matter where she comes from or whatever, that is somebody's own daughter. So I'm just like, oh my god, this is like, here, if I want to talk about family, in-laws and all that, it's going to take like the whole year. I'll just be talking non-stop. But I feel like we families, we have to do our best to make our wives comfortable. We have to make her to feel like, oh, you're part of our family, not like, oh, you're an outsider, you have come and you're just coming from outside, so just manage whatever thing we're giving you. You have to be grateful if we're even smiling with you because you're an outsider. You have to receive her like your sister, guys. See, Blessing for us is like our kid sister. She's like the last born of our house, okay? Yeah, she's like the last born of our house. She's like, and she's even an only child, so she's just like, she just blended with us, you get. So I'm just like, all these in-law for before, for back, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. You see, people cannot even talk to their in-laws, all that. It's just like, oh my god, kill me, just kill me right now. Anyway, that is the family's own duty. Going now to the spouse, it could be the husband or the wife, right? If you are taking your partner to go and meet your family, I believe that you have to be honest. A lot of us like to pretend, oh, my mother is the best woman on earth. Yes, we know. The fact that you say my mother is a talkative, or my mother talks too much, or my mother likes to shout, or my mother is doing this to prepare your partner, it doesn't mean that you're betraying your mother or you're betraying your family member. You are not. You're just trying to prepare your partner in a way that when your partner goes and this person behaves like this, she knows how to handle it. But a lot of people know, no, my mother is the best woman on earth, my sisters are the best. Even if the whole neighborhood knows that your mother is the most troublesome woman from A to Z, everybody knows her, everybody is scared of her. You don't prepare your partner like, okay, as you're going here, see, know that my mother likes to talk a lot, so you have to be careful. See, I can remember I'm going to say this, I know my mother is watching, and Blessing is watching, okay? So when Blessing came to me, she was about the wedding planning, okay? She was like, I should advise her, prepare her, because yes, I know my brother will be like, oh, Kenna is perfect, my mother is perfect, everybody's perfect. Okay, so she met me and she was like, I should advise her, right? This is what I told her. I told her that, Blessing, you know what, I just want to tell you that as you're planning for this wedding, know that Mama me the worry. Not, and Mama me the worry, but you know the worry now, bad worry you. It's not like she's worrying you because she's mean or anything. My mother worries a lot. Like, it could be something that you could just tell her that, oh, I have a headache, for example, right? And my mom she'll start calling you every day. Have you gone to the hospital? Have you taken your drugs? I better go take your meds. No, not just she does. Like, my mother, that's the way she worries, and it's a worry for every mom. So if something is happening and my mom is worrying you like that, don't take it like, oh, this woman, she's trying to control me, or this woman, don't take it bad. Just know that that's her soft spot. She's that person that is always, she takes people's problems on her head. So it's a good and it's a bad thing, because she gets to over worry, and sometimes she will feel like, oh my god, this woman is too much. So that was what I told her. I was like, so if my mom starts, Mama me the over worry you, start over call you like, oh, have you done this, don't feel like she's controlling. She's just worrying extra, because she's like, oh, she wants things to be perfect. She's just worrying extra. And when she went and she saw it, she was like, Kenna, what you are saying is true, okay? So it's just, be honest when you're going. Don't be lying like, oh, my mother doesn't talk too much, my mother is calm, and my mother is very nice, my mother. you know your mother. It's okay to know your mother, and you know your mother's weak point, and you tell your partner like, okay, as we're going to this place, you see that Kenna, so Kenna is very sensitive. You could say something like a joke and Kenna will take it personal. So when you're talking to Kenna, you have to know how you're talking to her. You want to be completely honest, because I feel like we're our own problem. You make it and then the person goes unprepared, and then something happens, the person starts feeling bad, or things just escalate and it becomes something else which you would have avoided. So yeah, that's something that I feel like partners, we have to do it when it comes to going to meet the in-laws. Prepare the person, and prepare the person honestly. That person, even if you cover it and you hide, that person is entering the family. With time, the person will still discover that this is the way this person is. So it is left for you to be very honest and tell them like, okay, this is how this person is, this is how they do, this is how they act. I beg, don't take it personal, because it gets so annoying, guys. It gets so annoying. The other thing that I always keep talking about is set boundaries. Before you want to introduce her, tell them, see, this is my wife, we're going to make our decisions, you will not control us. Like, set boundaries. I've already made a video about setting boundaries and all that. You want to talk about setting boundaries. I don't want to dwell a lot on that. So yeah, set boundaries. Tell your parents, I'm getting married to my wife, we'll be making the decisions in our house. If we need your advice, we're going to include you. If we don't need your advice, we'll not include you. Just respect it. Don't talk anyhow to my wife. You have to respect my wife and all that. Like, you get it. Set your boundaries before meeting the in-laws and all that, so that your parents know that, okay, this is the way things are. Your family knows that, okay, this is the way things are, and this is the way things are supposed to go. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about the girl. Okay, I know there's so many videos, and I've talked a lot about meeting your in-laws and all that. I have a video there. I did it with Blessing on my first meeting with my in-laws and all that. I'm going to also leave the video up here. I hope I remember. So I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you one thing that I just discovered, that I saw somewhere of recent, and that is, if you are having difficulties, right, relating and connecting with your in-laws, it's always good to tell your partner. You could just be sitting and you're feeling like, but my husband, is he not seeing that his mom is being mean to me, or his sister is talking anyhow to me, or this, and your partner is completely blinded to it, because to him, he's already used to seeing that, oh, this is how these people behave, this is how they act. So he's not even noticing it, that, okay, this thing, it might be disturbing you or anything. So you want to go ahead and talk to your partner. Tell your partner clean and clear, like, okay, you know what, when this person, it makes me uncomfortable, I'm not feeling comfortable, I'm not feeling happy or well received, so that your partner should know there and there. If you have a serious partner, your partner is going to try to set things straight, try to talk to his mom or his sister to try to understand what is going on, to make the journey easier for you. Anyway, guys, I did not want to talk too much, but showing I've talked to 20 minutes, which means I really had a lot in my stomach. Okay, so if you have anything about in-laws that you want me to talk about, if you want me to talk about any family matters and all that, let me know in the comment section. If you don't want everybody to see that you're the one that gave the suggestion, you can kindly, who is this writing to me, you can kindly leave it to me, leave it in my Instagram, on my Instagram, and I'm going to get back to you. Thank you guys very much for watching this video, and Kenna is going to see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.